I'm Bruce, Restomod Daisy, and today we're going to talk about Daisy metal triggers. Let's begin with the basic product. This is the Daisy folded steel trigger. It's a piece of sheet metal that's been formed. It's been drilled for a stock bolt to hold it and mount it in the gun, and this is the sear notch where the back of the plunger plate will catch and enable the trigger to do its job. Now, this design goes back to like almost dirt with Daisy. It's a very simple piece of steel. It works very well. It's very durable. So when it's in the gun, there's a bolt that goes through the back of the receiver, and the trigger hangs on that bolt. Now, as you can see, this rascal is a little bit wobbly, and it can shift side to side, and they will do that while the gun is being operated. But they'll generally tend, over time, to hang out in the middle. And it's a toy gun, so it doesn't have to be a precision target sniper rifle trigger. All it has to do is release the sear so the gun can fire, and it does that job very well. However, here at Restomod, we're never quite happy with leaving things alone, so we decided, wouldn't it be cool if there was a billet steel trigger for a Daisy Red Ryder? Well, our billet steel trigger is a little less wobbly, still some wobble in it, and it will still skate back and forth, although it doesn't tend to do it as bad as a standard trigger does. But it is all steel. It can be contoured in a variety of fashions. And this is one of the reasons I like modern guns. This was one of these before I sent it off to one of my subscribers who was having a problem with a Daisy Model 95. And one of his fixations was he wanted that trigger to be nice and solid. Well, take a look at this thing. Look at the work here. Look at the way he contoured that. I mean, if you compare it to the bandsaw blank over there, it's a really nice piece. Now, here's something else he's done that I've never seen done on a Daisy trigger or any trigger. He's installed a roller here at the sear notch. And the idea there is that once the sear engages, when you pull the trigger, it's a smoother, easier let off. So a little glassy, almost like Target stuff. I haven't got this installed in anything yet, so I don't know, but it's on the program. And in order to fix the wobble issue, he's done this. He's built a couple of brass pieces that will slide into the trigger assembly, which has been overboard to accept it, then fit like so. And then he takes the trigger bolt that came with his gun, which is a little bit smaller than the current trigger bolt you can buy from Daisy. And now you have a system that will not wobble and can't shift left and can't shift right because it's being held in dead center. So that should ensure just the best possible plate lockup you can get. And I'm curious to see if the roller has the effect that he's looking for. It's really a neat piece of work. And I gotta say, I don't think I would have ever thought to do something this extensive with a Daisy trigger. But I mean, look at it. Brass, steel, it's cool. I'm going to get it in a gun, and if it works as well as it's supposed to, then we'll start offering it as an option if I can convince him to make another one, which might be a bit of a push because there's a whole lot of time spent making this piece look like this piece, more than I'm going to do. So that's what we wanted to show you today in reference to Daisy metal triggers and what we're doing here at Restomod. That's all I got for you today, kids. This is Shane Bruce, Restomod Daisy, signing off.